Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday. It is June 7th. If you are watching this on the replay, thank you for being here. Please hashtag replay. If you're catching this and it's not Monday, June 7th, that means that the message is for you. These are daily messages that may resonate with you on the day that you find them, not necessarily the day that I put them out there. So, how are you all today? There's been a lot of energy out there. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Kara. There's been a lot of energy out there. I know that I've talked to some people who've had some big life changes that happened pretty suddenly. I've talked to some people like myself who've needed to go within. Every year, I reread the whole Harry Potter series from book 1 to book 7. And my daughter laughs at me. But it's my little me time and to go within, to take a time out, to escape. So I wanted to just thank you all for allowing me to post that. I've been posting that pretty regularly. Good morning, Karen. But the reason I'm mentioning this is because one of the things that I've recognized in the past week and a half is that many people are having to step back and they're experiencing emotions and going through things that they didn't see coming, or is really uncomfortable in a way that they do need to just disconnect. So if you find that that is what's going on with you, again, I'm not an astrologer, but we are 70% water. So I would take a look at your chart or follow an astrologer that's been doing it for a while. Because what you're going to find is what's going on in the planets and how what's in your natal chart is actually going to be really eye-opening and why you're going through what you're going through. And it will also help you to recognize as these things come around in different times in your life that, okay, this isn't me going crazy. This isn't me overreacting. This is me energetically full because of what's. Just a little FYI to get you started this Monday morning. So if you're feeling like you're someone who is overwhelmed and not able to deal, you're not alone. And it's okay to step back. I, in the past week, have probably taken at least 3 2-hour naps around 3 o'clock. And I hadn't been needing to do that in months, almost a year, I think. So it was crazy to me to just get to a place of being so overwhelmed that I couldn't function. And I thought, okay, everything that's going on in my life is really good right now. So this is definitely not me completely. There's more going on here. There's more to the story. And so, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sharon. Yes, Sharon, exactly. Exactly. So, guys, be gentle with yourself. Take the time out that you need to take. Do what you need to do for yourselves. And don't feel guilty. All right? That's the key. Because when you are filling up your own cup, when you're stepping back and taking the time that you need, you're actually able to then come back to your loved ones and whatever your situation is better, more able to give, more able to have the better ideas, to be more beneficial. So definitely don't discount your need to take care of yourself. All right. You know, Kara, I'm not surprised. I actually felt that coming on for you. I knew that that was going to be a lot for you to process, and you were going to need time to do that. So I'm glad you took the time to take the time out that you needed. All right. Perfect, Anne. Perfect. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Yeah, I did like almost nothing yesterday. I mean, literally, I got up, my daughter came, had coffee, we sat and talked. Oh, I actually put together all the addresses I needed and got the invitations ready to mail. That I did do that. That kind of, when you do things when it feels like it's right, it just happens. Like it just happened. So I took care of that. Then I went and did some shopping. I got a few things I needed, and then I installed an air conditioner, and then I read. So even though now thinking about it, I did a lot yesterday, but because of the way in which I did it, I just did it as I was inspired. Like it didn't feel like a lot. So interesting. When you're living in alignment, when you're going with the flow, when you're just working through the inspiration that you're receiving it as you're receiving it. It doesn't feel overwhelming. It doesn't feel like work. And honestly, those invitations had been on my mind probably for about a week and a half, and they were sitting there, and I knew they needed to be done. And then yesterday, my kid was here, and we were talking, and the next thing you know, I'm like on my phone putting all the addresses together, and then she left, and then I like made out all the envelopes, and then it was like, oh, I wanted to have a few things so I printed off some stuff. I mean, it just happened. It just happened. It was good. Oh, honey. Oh, Karen, I am sending you so much love. So I am so sorry, honey, but I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to do something that you felt was good. All right. So yes, what I am coming up with today for us, this is all leading to our message, because Spirit brings me the conversation that we need with the message that we need. Here we are. And I'm so glad that you're all here with me. So this is about the paradigm shift that we're in. The story is changing. Whatever story in your own life, okay? Whether it's the letting go of the woulda, couldas, and shouldas, whether it's putting up the boundaries that need to be put in place, whether it's the saying no instead of saying yes, whether it's the saying yes instead of saying no. This is all about how your story is changing in a very personal level. And that's what's going on right now with these eclipses and all of these retrogrades. It's because it is time. It is time for us to shift our perspective, shift how we look at things, because our story is changing. It's changing for all of us, but individually, it's changing very personally. And so for some of you, you are being taken out of situations that no longer serve you, whether that's a relationship or a job or a family or obligations that you always felt like were there, or expectations that were placed on you. These are the stories that are now being changed in our own life, whether we're feeling empowered and we're making those changes, or the universe is like, we've been giving you the clues. We've been bringing it to you, but you've not been making the steps necessary. So now we're just going to make them for you. And that's can be very, very shocking and disheartening and create anger and disillusionment. But that's because what you're being brought to is better, and you just can't see that yet. And sometimes that's really hard to know that really, really, really abrupt ending is taking you to a beautiful new beginning. But it's hard when you can't see that beautiful new beginning. So it is going to be important for you to unblock your third eye chakra. It's going to be really, really important for you to get balanced. And so when you're being brought to inspiration, when you're being brought to being shown the way, it's really important for you to trust and act on it. And for some of you, you've hardly done that, or you've never done that. So go slow. Do the little things. Take the little inspirations. One of the ways in which to develop this intuition that you can act and trust and act on is by visualizing that parking lot or parking spot before you get to the store at the front of the line. Or you start to know who's calling you before you look at the phone to see who it is. Play these games with yourself. This is how you know, by putting that intention out there, you can trust and act on what you're being given. For clairaudience, one of the things you can do is actually to sit in nature and listen to that furthest sound. And if you're in the city, you can still find that bird chirping out in the tree, even though all the cars are going by and the ambulances are whizzing by. Don't listen to those sounds. Find that furthest sound and concentrate on that furthest sound. That's what clairaudience sounds like. It's subtle. It's quiet, but it's there. because it is now time for us to aim high. Good morning, Dorothy. There's no more playing small. And that's really what I feel like is happening with the paradigm shift. You're taken out of situations that don't serve you because you have gifts and talents that have to be shared. That's why you're here. You're here to be the beautiful soul that you are. You're here to share the love. You're here to be happy. And through your happiness, you're going to bring people around you that joy. So for some of you who are like, I can't get to the joy because the thing that I just got dumped out of is breaking my heart. The joy is coming. Believe that. The joy is coming. Because there is light after dark. You are coming through the darkness into the light. And they're showing up and letting you know that they're here for you. So for some of you, it's about getting quiet. And for some of you, it's going to be also speaking your truth. Maybe speaking your truth for the first time. Or speaking your truth for the first time in a certain way. Stepping back, stepping down into your heart and speaking from there. Not allowing the fear to come through your words. Not letting the mental fear, the mental body, that ego drive the train. Quiet. Feel what it is you need to say and say it from there. That is speaking your truth in a way that can be received. So for some of us, we've been aiming high and we're ready. For other of us, we haven't been able to aim high because we've been holding ourselves back. We've been not feeling good enough. We've been feeling powerless. We've been in the depths of despair. And that's what you're coming out of. You are coming into the light. You may not feel it yet. You may not see the light yet. Take one step. Make a phone call. Do a meditation. Pray for help. Whether it's pray for physical support or pray for higher self support, God support, angelic support. You're not alone. You're not alone. But everybody's story is changing. Everybody's story is changing in some way. So now it's about being intentional with how you want your story to change, and it's time to aim high. It's time to aim high. All right. Big message on a Monday. So let's get some advice to go with this. If you don't know what the inspiration is yet, that's okay. That just means you need to step back and take time. Take time for yourself. Take time to heal. Many of you have to grieve the loss of a relationship. Many of you have to grieve the loss of a situation. Many of you have to drop down in and even get to know yourself. Because you've been giving and doing for others for so long, you've kind of lost yourself. And now it's time to find yourself. Take the time to do it. It's important. You're important. Okay, that flipped out. Oh, two of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Sorry, I want to cry. Whew. Because they're so, right on the money. Right on the money. Whew. Okay, emotional. Emotional today. Emotional, guys. Spiritual growth. This is a powerful time for you. Your growth is understanding are unfolding at an incredible rate, and you feel more connected than ever to your soul, gifts, and purpose. Your angels are encouraging you to keep up the good work and continue expanding your knowledge, experience, and spiritual connection. When this card arrives for you, it's a confirmation that the experiences and insights you have had recently have been divinely led. You may find yourself connecting to particular energies at this time, or even experiencing angels or guides visiting you. This card is letting you know that these experiences are real and are occurring because of your determination to open up spiritually. The path of light is unfolding for you, and you are being encouraged to hold your head high and focus on spiritual growth. The rest will be taken care of for you. Every experience is a learning experience. You are a student of life and spirit, and what has happened in your life hasn't happened to you. It's happened for you. You have incredible resilience and the capacity to overcome whatever darkness or unknown you face. No matter what has been served to you, you've done everything within your might and power to face it and find a way forward. Angels are acknowledging your determination and the positive, kind-hearted, and upbeat energy that has allowed you to become the wonderful person you are today. You may feel that your spiritual gifts are opening much more at this time. Be aware of any visions, psychic insights, or connections you develop, as they will be pivotal to your growth. I told you these were powerful. Couldn't have been better advice for the message. So yes, for some of you, it's going to be about getting in balance energetically. So a good chakra clearing meditation will be really, really helpful and beneficial. And also grounding. And grounding is simply getting outside and feeling connection to the earth. Or doing a grounding meditation. Feeling the energy through you from the earth. That connection will allow your psychic insights, your intuition, to open up. All right, ready for the second card? Sacred plan. This card doesn't represent the plan that God has for your life, more the plan that comes to fruition based on your intentions and your highest good. You have been given the incredible gift of free will, and therefore your thoughts, deeds, actions, and intentions are in some way going into the universe and curating the experiences, opportunities, and energies that are flowing in and out of your life. When this card appears, you're being encouraged to move into a state of surrender, where you recognize that yes, your intentions have an impact on the creation of your life, but how those intentions unfold is not down to you, but in the hands of God. The divine plan is your intentions unfolding in a way that God, the universe, feels is for your growth and highest good. Know that every experience you've been through in your life has been a way marker on your journey toward growth and expansion, and your angels are acknowledging your growth now. If you're trying to force a plan into action, the angelic guidance is to back down and trust in the higher good. Often when something isn't happening for us, we're frustrated, but that's not only because we don't see our perfect plan is unfolding. When your ideas or plans go wrong, trust that the universe has a greater plan for you. And that greater plan isn't something that has already been chosen for you. It's more of a culmination of all of your life's intentions, prayers, and actions washing back toward you with the opportunities and experiences. Call on your angels to light up the path ahead. You may feel that you are facing the unknown, but know that you are always guided and protected. They couldn't have been better. So, if you're really struggling, I would encourage you to watch this in the replay at some point, because there was a lot of messages there for you. And taking time to take care of yourself is going to be important as you move forward, especially during this eclipse season. And it's going to be, tumultuous energies almost the rest of the year. So, a lot going on. If you're really struggling, if you really have been kind of dumped out of a situation, or you really have a lot of unknown going on in your life and you're not really sure where to go or what to do, there is support in my blog. So please check out Desperate Despair. Surrender. What is surrender? There's quite a few blogs on this because I have also been dumped out of situations and been very fearful about the way forward because I couldn't see what was next. But I learned I was not alone. And one of the reasons I've been talking about setting an intention quite a bit lately is because I'm being brought to it. Because you want to set the intention of where you want your life to go so you can stop kind of ending up in these situations that you have to backtrack out of. I've said it for a long time. When you're living in alignment, you get the shortcut. You're living your purpose. When you're not trusting and acting on the guidance, you've got to go the long way, and we always have to learn a lesson. Now, for some of us in the beginning, we need to learn those lessons. But now it's about looking at the lessons, reflecting on the lessons that we have learned, and say, do I need to go through that again? Probably not. So it's about being intentional with your time, with your energy, with your choices, with your decisions, and letting the universe know what those intentions are so they can join up the dots and bring that to you, what is for you. So it's good stuff. Thank you for being here this morning. Hey, Kathy. Good morning, honey. Hey, Rachel. Rachel, you got to go with your gut here. I would never tell you what you should or should not do. But what I will tell you is you know what to do. It's just a hard choice. And so you're wanting someone to tell you to make it. And I'm not going to do that. But I do know that you know what you need to do in your situation for you. All right? Trust your gut. All right. Well, for those of you in my intuitive guidance class, we will see each other on Wednesday night. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're doing your homework. And for those of you who have been wanting to work with me, I am booking sessions, whether you want intuitive guidance or you want integrative energy therapy. We're booking. Distant, in person. So if you're not close and you don't think you can work with me, that's a misconception. Because I can do distance healing and I can do a reading on Zoom or video. And honestly, guys, in the quantum energy that we're in this quantum field energy, once I'm in your energy field, whether we're in the same room or across the continents, I'm in your energy. And so please, if you want any idea of what that's like, if you go to my services tab under the integrative energy therapy, there are testimonials from people who've had distant sessions with me. So you're welcome, Rachel. So please reach out to me if you have any questions about anything that I offer or how to book. All right. So thank you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. It is Monday. Set your intention for a beautiful week filled with grace and ease. And don't forget to request a most benevolent outcome whenever you need it. All right, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.